Hello and welcome to the Comic Book Addict YouTube channel, the companion channel to the Comic Book Addict podcast. It's time once again to look at what comics I read for the previous month. In this case, that would be July 2020. Marvel and DC, pretty even, and then a small stack of other publishers. So let's take a look at what I read. I read 91 comics for the month of July. Starting with DC, I read from the Jeff Johns run, The Flash, 220, 221, 222, 223, 224, 225, and that's it. I finished reading what I owned of the Jeff Johns run, which was most of them. There are still a handful that I have to someday find, buy, and read. But I went ahead and read 226. Then from the New 52, issue 25. And then to the current day with 756, 757, 758. Then some Action Comics with 1022 and 1023. Superman, current series, 22. Of course, that's a variant cover, and so was this Action Comics. And so was this Flash. Also, Batman 89, variant cover. 90, variant cover. 93. Detective Comics, 1023, 1024. Shazam 13. Young Justice 16, variant cover. And in case anyone's wondering, 99% of the time, I don't pick the variant cover. It's just what the shop gives me, and I don't mind. Pandora, Trinity of Sin, Pandora number 9. Nightwing 71, 72. The Green Lantern number 2. And the Green Lantern Annual number 1. Going back to the 80s with Justice League International number 18. Then back to the present for Batgirl 47. Titans 26. 27. Some good old Brave and the Bold, number 93. Dark Knight's Death Metal, number 1, variant cover, and number 2. Poison Ivy, Cycle of Life and Death, number 1. Savage Hawkman, 9 and 11. Current Hawkman series, number 25. Then this flash forward trade. I read the issues as they came out, and you saw those in the previous videos. This trade has the unpublished extended Free Comic Book Day story that's associated with it. So I bought the trade just for that, and of course I read the remaining pages of that story that I hadn't seen before. So there's that. The Futures End Sinestro one-shot. Birds of Prey 21. And the Flash Annual number 3. For non-Marvel and DC, we have Transformers 84, number 1. Taking place in the original Marvel continuity. Sludge from Ultraverse, Malibu, number 1 and number 2. Nightman, The Nightman, to be precise, number 1. And some old school Image with Wildcats, number 7. Continuity comics, we have Cyber Rad, number 1. The Free Comic Book Day Bloodshot Valiant issue. The Free Comic Book Day Firepower #1. I also bought the non-Free Comic Book Day edition because I like to have the real edition of these Free Comic Book Day reprints, but I read this one first. Dark Arc Instinct Free Comic Book Day issue from Aftershock. And from Image, Riptide #1. And finally, the Marvels. Amazing Spider-Man 302, 313, and the current day 44 or Legacy 845, and 45 or 846. Avengers 34, Legacy 734, Daredevil 21 or 633, Immortal Hulk 35 or 752, Ruins of Ravencroft, Sabretooth #1, variant cover. Ruins of Ravencroft Dracula #1, Ruins of Ravencroft's Carnage #1. The X-Men Free Comic Book Day issue, Miles Morales Spider-Man 16 or 256, Captain Marvel 17 or 151, Venom Knights of Vengeance #3 and #4, Current Venom Series 26 or 191, Sleepwalker #2, Nighthawk #1, Fantastic Four 21 or 666, Guardians of the Galaxy 4 or 166, Doctor Strange 5 or 415, Empire #1, variant cover, #2, #3, Spider-Woman #2, Wolverine, back with the Mark Millar run, #21. And I do say Mark Millar, even if it's Miller, because it's an A. My family's name is Miller. That's not my last name, but my family's name is Miller, and it has an E, so I cannot say Miller when there's an A there. It's just a thing. #43, 46, Deathlock from the M-Tech series #3, Ultimate Fantastic Four 38, Inhumans from the 70s #1, #2, #4, #7, then the all-new Inhumans #3, #4, the Spider-Man Free Comic Book Day issue, Ghost Rider 7 or 243, Marvel Superheroes, not sure which issue number that is, but it is spring 1991. This is, let me see, #5. And finally, Marvel 2-in-1, #16. And those are all 91 comics I read for the month of July 2020. I will talk to you when I have next month's books all read and ready to go.